chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC Championship. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action now, Walker. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Again, it's Foreman. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. D'Onta Foreman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A carry for Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Flushed out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. D'Onta Foreman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the third overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance. On first down, Garoppolo. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. That second down play nets a -4. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Gould is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They run again with Foreman. And some space here. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Foreman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Marr now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Walker. Thomas brings it in. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Walker. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. First down, Walker. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Walker now. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, 29 yards. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Marr on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up against the Indianapolis Colts. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. That's not good. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's been no contest in terms of the rushing yards. You see a much, much brighter picture there. Our 2 squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Take possession of the football. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 32 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the charge. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to claw one back. Gold able to tack on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moore on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ballgame.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. 87 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. Hubbard.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They'll look to run with Hubbard.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
P.J. Walker
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Panthers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Garoppolo. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll try and throw for it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Garoppolo on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got an open man, it's McLeod. And oh, it coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Taking a shot here for Marshall.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
19 sight, 19 take, 79 Broncos.
To throw is Walker. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this is taken in at the 5. The Panthers are NFC champs. As we sign off here, thanks for watching and good night.